What are you playing? Top Gun. This game's like trying to get up a fireman's pole wearing skis.
Don't worry, bro. I got this.
Dude, that was amazing. But now you've got to land. So, if you're watching this, you've either never played Top Gun on the NES or you're a massive fan. So let's delve right into this one, shall we? Released in 1988 to Europe, I was one of the lucky ones that had a cool dad that brought me an NES and a copy of this game, and it managed to sell 2 million copies. Yes, 2 million! Sticking the game on, you were greeted with the iconic Top Gun theme music, and yes, it even sounds epic as a chiptune. After mashing start, you pick what type of missiles to take and you're on your way, ready to blast off an aircraft carrier and out into the blue to take on the bad guys. Only there's a problem. Now you can see what they tried to do here, but there's one horrible thing about the whole experience. There's no music during the missions. Yep, that's all you get. The digital representation of an F-14 jet turbine ticking over. And clouds. It's pretty lonely up here in the sky. It's a shame because in the Attract demo you can hear a high-energy rock track that's very similar to Kenny Loggins' Highway to the Danger Zone. So why they couldn't have included that during the missions, I don't know. Maybe it was because they were going for a more simulation feel than an arcade feel, but this just made it a bit dull. Anyway, you, the player, take on the role of Maverick, the film's main protagonist, although the game never really mentions that you are Maverick, so I guess you just assume. You have 4 missions to embark on, the first of which is a training mission. Simple enough, but then you get to the landing sequence, and this is where everyone, and I mean everyone, failed first try.
Ah, what? Yes, no! Come on! Ah! Fuck! Ah! Oh, I can't do this. I failed you, Tom.
Don't lose heart, mate. Don't worry. Look, I think I know someone that might be able to help.
Is it Tom?
It's not Tom.
Soon.
Yeah, hello. Can you come round for a bit? Yeah, right away. Awesome, thanks. Said he'd be here in 2 ticks. There he is!
I was at a kids' party.
Were you supposed to be?
Yes! I'm on the register. The good one. So, what's this about? Is this Top Gun, or is your toilet blocked again?
It's Top Gun.
Where's the patient?
This way. Jay, this is Dan. Hello.
May I?
Please, do.
How'd you like that, Junior?
How?
I can teach you.
Gameplay is from a first-person perspective of your F-14's cockpit. This shows your altitude, airspeed, fuel level, the plane's health, missile quantity, missile type, and your radar. The radar doesn't do a great job of showing you anything really, and its main use is when it switches to the lock-on camera that shows an enemy has locked onto you, or during the landing sequence where it gives you instructions on how to land. Instructions, bollocks. To really find out how to land the plane, you need to flip through the instruction booklet where it tells you to match the speed and altitude with the numbers on the radar. Even knowing that, it is still a mammoth task to land it right. Once you've accepted that you're rubbish at landing the plane, you move on to the game's first real dangerous mission. You must fly over the ocean, taking down fighters, battleships and submarines, all whilst dodging sprays of bullets and one-hit kill missiles. Yep, one-hit kill, and these bad boys are hard to dodge. You usually have time to gun them down with your Vulcan machine gun, but more often than not you'll hit everything except for the missile, and if you thought that wasn't fair, then they can also be fired at you in threes. Oh fuck! Halfway through this mission you have to refuel your plane. An alarm sounds and you press the select button to call in the refueling. Thus begins another super hard section where you have to line up the nozzle with the nose cone of your fighter. Controlling your airspeed and altitude is a balancing act and has taken me years to perfect. It can be done, but man is it frustrating. More frustrating than anything though is if you fail, the plane will just bugger off and leave you to run out of fuel and crash into the blooming ocean. No second chance, just a death sentence. Bit harsh, mate. The last mission can be grueling, but there is a cheaty strategy that can help, but it doesn't look cool at all. If you fly up and to the left the whole time, you will eventually get to the boss without having to face any fighters or missiles. Bit of an oversight on Konami's part, but maybe they just did it so people could finish the game if they wanted to. The three missile types you choose from differ in power and how well they lock onto targets. Really they only matter when you face the bosses. The first is an aircraft carrier, then it's an enemy base, and finally a space shuttle on a landing pad. Basically you just spaff bullets and missiles out as much as you can at them until they blow, but the more powerful missiles come in less quantities. So do you go out with 40 weak missiles, or 10 powerful ones and try and save all of them for the boss? Choice dilemma! Interestingly, this game has two different endings. If you manage to beat the game's top score of 50,000 points but you fail, you get presented with the Top Gun plaque of awesome, showing you just how much they appreciate your fine efforts in combat. That's all good, but if you want to be the talk of the town and impress all of your friends, then you need to train hard and learn how to get through this monster in one flight.
You're ready.
You really think so?
Yeah, sure, whatever.